What is up guys, JayFerGaming here, welcome to F1XL Season 8 race highlights. This is race 3, the European Grand Prix at Baku. If you are new to my channel then do remember to subscribe for career mode and more highlights like this. And do check out the highlights of the first two races of this season. It's been a fantastic start, especially last time out. I'll give a slight hint of the result there. But yeah, the European Grand Prix, the new track on the calendar for 2016. And I'm going to be honest, I hate it. I think it's an awful track, and the final sector I think is the worst place on the track as well. Just the long straight, it's just so OP on this game as well with the slipstream and DRS. It's just too much, so I wasn't looking forward to this race at all. Qualifying was wet, but there was a dry period at the end, so I didn't bother doing laps on intermediates like most of the runners, so I haven't set a lap yet, and I thought it was too much of a risk to put the car in the wall, especially in the final sector, the fast left-right handers. It's so easy to understeer into the wall there, so I went risk-free. And I am the first of the dry runners to put a lap in, so I'm not going to have the best of the conditions, but it's been a solid yet unspectacular lap. I was a bit cautious just to get one lap in, so we're coming to the line. We are going to take pole position at this moment because we're the first person on the dry tyres, as I said. So yeah, we go up to P1, but in terms of timing to put in another lap, I didn't get that completely correct. But yes, there we go. We have qualified in P5. It is we are 3.7 seconds off the lead though, but it wasn't the greatest of lap, and I'm guessing Headshots was one of the last over the line, so a great pole position for him. But we are in P5, which is better than I would have expected. It's actually my best qualifying of the season, which says a lot about my qualifying in the first two races. But I do hope to improve. My pace here is okay. I'm not really looking forward to this, as I said before, but it's a dry race, which does help. And I was thinking of going for a one-stop strategy. Obviously starting on the soft tyres, which we qualified on, and then probably moving on to the mediums for the second half of the race. But safety cars and virtual safety cars, I thought would obviously be a big thing in this race because it's a new track. And it's a very twisty, tricky track as well. So we're starting the European Grand Prix, 5 lights, and away we go. We get a decent getaway. We've got a better start than Bonter on our left, so we're going to try and make a move into turn 1 if we can. But Splays is there, so we can't outbrake anyone. Splays has gone wide, so we're going to look here. We're going to get sandwiched. We have to back out of that. We would have got taken out, and we're under braking. We're locking up there, and behind us, Xbox Nuthead is putting us under pressure. Looks like there's been a bit of contact into turn 1, and Headshots was just, I think he just lagged into the middle of the track there. That was weird, but Xbox Nuthead goes for the move and he gets it done. I don't really fight it too much. It's the early stages of the race. There is a very long way to go, so I could fight back. But not very likely on these soft tyres. So we're settling in 6th place, just trying to keep it calm and don't corner cut and keep the car out the wall. I think that's going to be important in this race. A test of attrition is what it is. But lap 2, we spent a full lap behind Bonter. We were clearly quicker than him. It seemed like he was struggling. And yeah, we lost out in that corner there. We had to slow down quite dramatically to avoid hitting the back of him. So we haven't had a great run through this section. And now we have Binary behind us. And I did skip most of that because it's basically just Binary following me. And yeah, full speed ahead as he gets the move done around the outside. So he's up to P6, but he is on the super soft tyre, so I wasn't too disheartened. And we're just running around, running our own race, and hopefully later on in the race is where we will get back into the mix. But this was a disappointing moment. Following Binary, getting my first warning for cutting the corner, but I was very good in this race in terms of corner cutting, and I'm getting used to the strict corner cutting rules pretty well this season. So yeah, it's looking good in terms of them rules, and look how easy this move is. This is what I was saying. That is before DRS, just with Slipstream and Rich Mix. I don't know if Bonter's got an issue there, but we easily get the move done, and I hate it so much, I really do. There's no skill involved. You just, yeah, that's one of the main reasons I hate this track. But we're up to P6 at least. On lap 6 here, we have FIFA Boy behind us, putting us under pressure. But yeah, he does have a few lag issues, I've noticed, and it does affect people later on in the race. So he's going for the move here. Is he going to outbrake us? There's a yellow flag ahead. I think someone spun his headshot, and FIFA Boy's inside of us. What is going on here? His connection's definitely got some issues, but Headshot spun it there. And that was really lucky because FIFA boy, I think a couple of seconds later, caused a few incidents with his lag, so we were lucky to get back ahead of him. So lap 7 here, up to P4, someone else has pitted, the virtual safety car is out as someone has crashed, and I was a little bit confused of what to do here. I thought, should I go for a pit stop? And I did in the end go for it, but I was very cautious. I should have ignored the delta and just gone straight into the pits, but then I forgot where the pits was. I was going to turn left here, so I braked early there. Yeah, I didn't actually practice coming into the pits at all, so we've lost a bit of time there, and I think we could have done that a lot better, but we're changing our strategy from a one-stop to a two-stop. This could help us in our battle, and we've actually come out ahead of Mr. Tans, who had pitted a couple of laps ago, so in terms of the guys we're racing, that has worked out very well indeed. And our teammate spun. That's not good. He hasn't scored any points this season, but I'm hopeful in this race. Very hopeful. We could do with the points in the constructors. So, lap 8, Splazer is in the pits, and I think we're going to jump him because of the virtual safety car. That's a virtual safety car. Did help us in terms of it wasn't really a free pit stop, but we gained some time which we wouldn't have gained otherwise. So that's positive. But we have. We definitely have to make an extra stop as the virtual safety car is out again. I mean, there are people crashing. It is a tricky track, and it could be the first. Well, it is the first experience of league racing for most of these guys, including myself. But in terms of attrition, this was the best league. So I'll say it again: League 2 best league, because in League 1 I think 4 cars finished. League 3 I think 5 cars finished. So yeah, this was I think it was a great job overall in this race for League 2, but we're into the lead now. Yes, let's celebrate that, but we do have to make an extra pit stop as the leaders have pit, and the headshot behind me has gone for the same strategy that I was going to go for, so he's on the mediums going to the end, and I feel like if I did go for that strategy, I would have been ahead of headshots, but he probably would have overtaken us, and a couple of other cars probably would have overtaken us. I feel like yeah, we wouldn't have had very good pace on the medium. So there, headshot takes the lead, and it looks like he has a solid gap ahead of Binary, so he'll be going off into the distance and I won't be seeing him again. So lap 18, Binary's on the back of us now, but we are actually coming into the pits for our final stop to go on to the super soft tyres. So I effectively, I say let him past, I just give him I just move out the way really to let him go, but he would have overtaken me anyway with the OP everything. So we're coming in for our final stop onto the super softs, and we just slow it down luckily. So let's see where we're going to end up from this pit stop. 2.7, pretty decent, and we come out in P5 once again ahead of Mr. Tans, who I'd say we're racing, and Splazer ahead of us, who I think's going for one stop, but he's been on them mediums for quite a long time, so we're going to try and chase him down on these super softs, and we did with some fantastic laps. I think it took 2-3 laps there, and we gained about 2 seconds a lap, so that was very positive. So we come through into the final sector, and it looks like we're quite far behind. I think it said 9/10 there, so considering DRS is a 1 second activation, you'll see how OP it is once again. I keep saying it because I really don't like it. Look how easy it is to overtake. Before the DRS as well, it's unbelievable, it's crazy, it's a disgrace. I'm sorry guys, I just hate this track so much. But that puts us up to P4 with 13 seconds behind Xbox Nuthead. So that's pretty much a race over for us, unless our tyres drop off in the final few laps. But I don't think they will. I think they can last 8 laps pretty nicely. Sadly, the car ahead of us is a back marker, but this disappointed me. My second corner cut warning of the race, but 2 for the whole race. I'm pretty happy with that one, and it's been a solid race overall. I knew I didn't have great pace, and I didn't really think I'd get on the podium, but P4, here comes the long run to the line. But P4 overall, happy with that. 12 points on the board, and that keeps us in the lead of the driver's standings, which is the main thing at this moment. So brilliant thing. Brilliant result there. So Headshot did take the victory. Binary then at Xbox Nuthead round out the podium, and they all one stopped. So I don't think I would have been near them if I did one stop. I feel like I would have gained a little bit of time, but it's hard to judge. So we beat Mr. Tans and finished in 4th. So we'll look at the driver standings now. We've got a 4-point lead over Binary, but there's a bit of a gap to the likes of Mr. Tans, who's been pretty consistent so far, and Headshot, who did take the victory. So it's looking good at the moment, especially with the next 5 races. I do enjoy all them tracks: Spain, Malaysia, Germany, Canada and Brazil. So hopefully picking some solid points there. But I think my consistency see could take me to the title. Just got to be consistent all the way. I know I don't have the pace of some of the cars, but we'll wait and see what happens. So, second in the Constructors, solid start so far. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do leave a like, subscribe. If you haven't already, you want to see more F1XL highlights, and I'll catch you in the next race. Goodbye.